All right, folks, thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about a new book coming out from CNN anchor Jake Tapper detailing the cover up of the obvious physical and mental decline of now former President Joe Biden. Okay, here now this is rich, okay? Because Jake Tapper himself was instrumental in part of that cover up. And you can see the cover of his book here. It's called Original Sin: President Biden's Decline, Its Cover Up, and His Disastrous Choice to Run Again. Okay. And the website for the book here has a little bit of information about it. And it says, in Greek tragedy, the protagonist's effort to avoid his fate is what seals his fate. In 2024, American politics became a Greek tragedy. Joe Biden launched his successful 2020 bid for the White House with the stated goal of saving the nation from a second Trump presidential term. He, his family, and his senior aides were so convinced that only he could beat Trump, they lied to themselves, allies, and the public about his condition and limitations. At his debate with Trump on June 27, 2024, the consequences of that deception were exposed to the world. It was shocking and upsetting. Now the full unsettling truth is being told for the first time. Jake Tapper and Alex Thompson take us behind closed doors and into private conversations between the heaviest of hitters, revealing how big the problem was and how many people knew about it, from White House staffers at the highest to lowest levels, to leaders of Congress and the cabinet, from governors to donors and Hollywood players. The truth is finally being told. What you will learn makes President Biden's decision to run for re-election seem shockingly narcissistic, self-delusional, and reckless, a desperate bet that went bust, and part of a larger act of extended public deception that has few precedents. The story the authors tell raises fundamental issues of accountability and responsibility that will continue for decades. The irony is biting. In the name of defeating what they called an existential threat to democracy, Biden and his inner circle ensured it, tossing aside his implicit promise to serve for only one term, denying the existence of health issues the nation had been watching for years, dooming the Democrats to defeat. The decision to run again, the original sin of this president, led to a campaign of denial and gaslighting, leading directly to Donald Trump's return to power and all that has happened as a consequence. Rarely does hubris meet nemesis more explosively. Wherever you stand on the political spectrum, Original Sin is essential reading. Okay. So they're trying to get Trump supporters to buy this book too, not just leftists, right? I mean, does it get any more hypocritical than this? I mean, the absolute nerve of this guy who participated in the cover up. I mean, he's writing this and they're talking about it as if he's some outsider who had nothing to do with this, had no information. That's BS. That's BS. They even say in their little write up of the book here, White House staffers, lowest level to the highest level, congressmen, the cabinet, governors, donors, Hollywood players. Everybody knew. The only problem was the only places you would hear about this were for people that already knew it was going on. If you watch CNN, if you watch MSNBC, ABC, CBS, so forth, you were told, oh, no, Joe Biden's mental and physical decline is a conspiracy theory, right? He's fit as a fiddle. He's sharp as a tack, right? Now that House of Cards finally officially imploded in June of 2024 during Biden's only debate against Donald Trump, when his condition could no longer be masked even by the left-wing media, right? And you still, if you go back to that in the aftermath of that debate, you still had politicians and pundits defending Joe Biden. You had people like Barack Obama saying, oh, well, bad debates happen, right? Anybody's capable of having a bad debate, when, of course, Barack Obama knew the condition that Joe Biden was in. So this ought to be good, and you can get this book from Amazon for the low price of $32. Right, you got 32 bucks burning a hole in your wallet. I guess and you want to read about the behind the scenes of the propaganda campaign, which this isn't going to be about, right? It's not going to be about how the American public was manipulated and lied to for over 4 years. No, it's going to be about Joe Biden. He's the bad guy, right? He's the bad guy in all of this, not the media, not the people who provided the pathway for this narrative to be given to the public for, like I said, over 4 years. So Jake Tapper, man, you got some nerve. You got some nerve. And this book doesn't come out until May. I would venture to say that prior to its release, even more tidbits from the book are going to come out. So I won't be buying it, but I'm sure, like you, I'll hear about all the details that are in this book, because the dirty little secret is, for books like this, most of the juicy stuff is going to come out before the book even comes out. So unless you really want all the little details, um, there's not going to be any reason to buy this book and read it. So in any case, that's what I think. Let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.